Hello world, I'm Tara and welcome to my digital sketchbook tour. These are some of my favorite digital artworks that I've created over the past few years. I drew these on my iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil 2 using the Procreate app. Let's get started. This first one is a drawing of evening clouds that I made in 2022. It's based on a reference picture I took at a horse farm during one of my daughter's horse riding lessons. I absolutely love clouds, and you'll see they're a common theme in my art. This next one is a drawing of a sword fighter. I can see a lot of mistakes in it, but it's still special because it's one of my earliest character designs. This one I called Waiting. I remember being really happy with the mood of this drawing at the time. This one is called Carina, and it's based on the Carina Nebula, and I used the image taken by the James Webb Space Telescope as my reference for her dress. This next one is a quick sketch of an Alaskan landscape. It's based on a reference picture that my mom took while on an Alaskan cruise. This one I called Unexpected Meeting, and it's of a girl meeting an orca in a street puddle, which would be unexpected. I remember really having fun working on this drawing, and I was happy with the way the rocks in the foreground and the lights in the background came out. This is a drawing based on a picture I took while at a Nine Inch Nails concert at Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado. I've been to a few NIN concerts over the years, and this one was my favorite, so I wanted to commemorate it in a drawing. This next one is called To the Moon. I created it for an art prompt that NASA started for their Artemis program, and they actually shared it on their Instagram page, so that was really exciting for me. This is a drawing of a witch in a forest. This was one of my Inktober drawings that year, and I remember being happy with how the water in the pond came out. This next one is a self-portrait that was also part of Inktober. It's of me and my cat Zeppelin. One of my past drawings is on the iPad, and it's supposed to portray the magic of digital art. I don't really like how this one came out, but it's the only self-portrait that I've ever done, at least so far. This one is called The Jet Pilot. It's a female pilot with her F-16. And I'm still pretty happy with the way the sky turned out. This is a drawing of a baby giraffe, which I drew just because baby giraffes are cute. This next one is a drawing of a skier girl. I worked on this during a ski trip I took with my family in Vail, Colorado. This one is a drawing of a Christmas tree. I like how the ornaments have a more impressionistic style, and there's my cat again curled up under the tree. This I called Look Up, and it's my last drawing from 2022. This was a different type of drawing for me, but I liked how her red dress stands out against the background. These are two scene studies from Lord of the Rings. I drew them while watching the trilogy for the 100th time with my husband. The top drawing is from the second movie, The Two Towers, and the bottom is from the third movie, The Return of the King. This next drawing is called Dreaming Through the Rain. It's a scene of a rocket launching into space depicted under the umbrella. This is still one of my favorite digital paintings that I've created. This one is called The Riverboat Captain. I like the mood of this piece, and I remember being happy with the atmospheric perspective in it. This is called Avoiding Traffic. I like the looser style of the buildings and the cars in this one. This next one is called Unexpected Match. I drew this one for Mermaid, and it portrays a mermaid and a fish that are surprised to see that they have the same pattern. This one was also for Mermaid. It's called Underwater Garden and has a mermaid that's confused by the watering can. I wasn't happy with the shadows on the watering can, but I did like the plants and the surface of the water. This is a drawing of a sleeping mermaid that I also created for Mermaid. I like the contrasting colors, but I'm not happy with how flat the perspective looks. This is a study of the angel sculpture by Benjamin Victor, I believe. I still like how this one came out, and it makes me want to do more sculpture studies. This next one is called The Aquarium. It's probably my favorite digital painting that I've done so far. It's not perfect, but I really enjoyed drawing it, and I love the colors. These two are sketches I did of Michigan and South Dakota while on a road trip with my family. This drawing is called The Warrior. This is also one of my favorites. I like the story element of this piece and the looser style of the mountains. This next one is called Paint the Sky. I still really like the concept of this drawing and how you can see some of the blank canvas, but I don't think I did a good job with the atmospheric perspective. This one is just called Wind. I've always loved those giant windmills you see around flat farmlands. I like how the windmills themselves and the sky turned out, but I've never been happy with the green field part of it. This is called Diving with Sharks, and I think I created this one for Inktober. I like the colors in this one, and I'm still pretty happy with it. This is a quick study I did in the Impressionist wing of my local art museum. I love going to art museums and seeing these paintings in person. This is a fan art drawing of Amber from Genshin Impact. I've never played the game, but I really like the art style of it. This is a collection of urban sketches I did while on another ski trip. They were all drawn pretty quickly, and I like how they all kind of fit together. This is another fan art piece I drew at the beginning of 2024, this time of Link and Zelda from Breath of the Wild. And again, another fan art drawing. This one is Howl and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle, which is my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. This next one is one of the few portrait-style drawings that I've done. I think I got the reference picture from Pinterest, and I really like the dress in it. And more fan art. This one is inspired by My Neighbor Totoro. I put my daughter in a Japanese-style train station where she's surprised by the Totoros. And even more Studio Ghibli fan art. I was really feeling it at this time, I guess. The top one is a scene from My Neighbor Totoro, I believe, and the bottom is from The Secret World of Arrietty. This is another quick sketch I did of a picture my mom sent me while she was on vacation in Florida. This next drawing is called The Chocolate Shop. I don't like how the girl's dress came out, but I am happy with how I drew the actual shop. This is a master study of a painting by John Singer Sargent called The Duchess of Sutherland. I really enjoyed doing a digital study of a painting, and Sargent is one of my absolute favorite oil painters. This next one is called The Lost Toy and was created for Mermaid. I drew a mermaid rescuing an Ariel doll that had accidentally fallen overboard. This is a drawing of a whale shark. I love whale sharks and the kind of mystical vibe they have. This one I just called Swimming. Portrays people swimming in the ocean unaware of the great white shark beneath them. But don't worry, he's just curious. This is a drawing I did for an art contest put on by Explore.org to celebrate the bears at Katmai National Park in Alaska. I drew my favorite bear, Grazer, with her 2 cubs. And I was actually one of the 10 finalists for it, and I was sent a mug as a prize. I'll always treasure that mug. This next one is called The Flower Witch. I drew this in October to celebrate the witchy season, and I'm pretty happy with it. I would definitely wear that dress. This is a drawing of a B-17 that I did for my dad for his birthday. It's a World War II bomber known as the Flying Fortress. This was definitely a different subject for me, and I did struggle a bit, but I'm happy with how it came out in the end. And the last one is called The Jedi. This is my most recent digital painting. I'm not happy with her face, but I do like how her clothes and her lightsaber turned out. And that concludes my sketchbook tour of the digital art I've created over the past few years. I really hope you enjoyed looking through all the artwork with me. I have a trip coming up, so I'll be sharing the art supplies that I'm taking with me in my next video. And after that, hopefully, an artsy travel vlog. So please subscribe if you'd like to stick around, and please let me know in the comments what types of videos you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.